employees. It's the same on-call compensation as other district employees. The district will continue to contribute to Mr. Dodd's retirement through CalPERS at the current rate. The district will contribute $2,150 per month towards medical insurance benefits for Mr. Dodds and his dependents through CalPERS. The district will will contribute $1,800 per month towards dental and vision benefits for Mr. Dodds and his dependents. His vacation will accrue at the same rate as other district employees under the district personnel rules based on years of overall service with the district. His sick leave will accrue at a rate of 8 hours per month, up to a maximum of 96 hours per year. A cash value of 60 hours deposited annually to Dodds Deferred Compensation Plan. And should Mr. Dodds be employed to an emergency incident or to an agency outside the district's jurisdiction under the terms of a mutual aid agreement, he'll be compensated for the hours deployed at the rate of reimbursement under that mutual aid agreement. And finally, his agreement provides for 4 months severance and benefits for termination without good cause. I recite all those terms, not just to bore you, but because it is required by law that those are recited in open session. And so it is up to the board now whether they would like to approve the proposed contract for general manager.
I've got a question. If I remember right, when we were negotiating his contract, it wasn't for 4 years, it was for 3 years.
All of these terms were fully negotiated and we ended at 4 years. The previous contract was 5 years. Or the proposal was, anyways, it is for 4. All of these are the final negotiated terms between this board and Mr. Dodds.
Can I make a motion?
We need public comment.
Board comment.
And I think we also need Director Green.
Board comment.
No, not at this time.
Yeah, I know we've gone over this a few times, and we've all kind of agreed on everything, and I feel like, it's time to follow through with what we talked about and move on.
Thank you. Board comment?
You can have public first.
We can have public comment if you want me to come back to.
Yeah.
There's a public comment on this item.
We have one written public comment that actually is for both this item and the next item.
Okay.
There's no in-person public comment.
There is none.
Dear members of the board, I am writing this letter to urge Fire Chief Young and General Manager Kelly Dodd's contract be renewed. Chief Young has served the San Miguel Fire Department for over 19 years. He has proven himself dependable and dedicated, and combined with his leadership experience, he is undoubtedly a irreplaceable asset to the San Miguel Fire Department and our community. General Manager Kelly Dodds has been a reliable asset to our community for over 17 years. He is insightful, resourceful, and committed to the needs and well-being of San Miguel residents. Both men have a deep knowledge of this community and have served with professionalism. The amount of time and experience they hold regarding San Miguel Fire Department and our water sewer system is simply irreplaceable. It has become public knowledge that certain board members appear to have personal vendettas directed towards Fire Chief Young and General Manager Dodds. If this is a reason their contracts are in question, that is completely unprofessional and unacceptable. The responsibility of the board is to put San Miguel's best interest first, allowing personal grievances and disagreements to take precedence over what's best for our community, which jeopardizes public safety and the trust of San Miguel's locals. You were elected to serve and represent San Miguel's residents, fulfill what is expected of you, and renew Fire Chief Young and Kelly Dodd's contracts. Our town's safety and stability rely on it.
Signed.
Sincerely, Larry and Tracy, San Miguel resident.
Thank you.
Is that the only one you got?
That's the only one for this item.
Okay, because there was an email sent.
This is just the
That's
general
for the
manager.
next item.
Huh?
That's for the next item.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, that's still in here. It hasn't left.
Did you have something you wanted to bid?
No, I just want to make sure that
Yeah, I have it right here.
the email that was sent to you is read.
We will.
Okay.
Okay.
Like,
Go ahead.
I'd like to make a motion to approve general manager's contract.
I'll second that.
I have a motion on the floor to approve resolution 2025-31 by Director Beatty, second by Director Smiley. We'll have a roll call vote. Director Beatty?
Yes.
Director Davis?
No.
Director Green?
Yes.
Director Smiley?
Yes.
Director Sangster?
Yes.
Passes 4-1-0 absent.
Okay, I got a question. Don't we have to read all the comments and so on?
What comments?
There weren't any other comments. On this item, there were no other comments.
Now we're gonna move on to the next item that has
That
comments.
email I read.
So we have a lot of public comment for the fire chief contract. That's the one you're trying to get us to read right now. But we have to wait until public comment for the fire chief contract.
I'm going to excuse myself. I do have board comments that I forgot about, so I will be waiting outside for the next item.
Okay.
If you could call me back in for more comment, please. I'm recusing myself from this next item.
Okay.
That's the moving on.
We wait till he leaves the room, please.
I already used the restroom, so I don't have to.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Thank you for yours. Okay.
Okay, item number 8, fire chief employment agreement between San Miguel Community Services District and Scott Young by resolution 2025-38.
This item was originally presented at the August 28th regular board meeting. It was held further, where we only had 3 out of 5 of our board members here, with 1 recusing, and it failed with a 2-3 vote, and was asked to be brought back at this meeting. But now that we have a full board, we still have 1 board member recusing. The substantive terms of the agreement are unchanged from the last meeting. The term of the employment agreement is 3 years. The base salary is $107,784.68. Should Chief Young receive a satisfactory review, base salary shall increase by the CPI for the period of 12 months ending in August of the preceding year. Any annual base salary increase shall be effective as of September 1st. Any cost of living increase will be suspended in any year in which the district projects a deficit in the annual budget or is actively furloughing employees. The district will continue to contribute to Chief Young's retirement through the CalPERS at the current rate. The district will contribute 80% of the monthly cost of medical insurance benefits for Chief Young and his dependents through CalPERS, not to exceed $900 per month. Chief Young is eligible to receive vision and dental coverage at the same rate and under the same terms and conditions as district employees covered by the San Miguel, the Employees Association unit. It's actually the SEIU now for the memorandum of understanding. Vacation and sick leave will accrue at the same rate as district employees under the personnel policies. The cash value of 60 hours will be deposited annually to Chief Young's deferred compensation plan. Should Chief Young be deployed to an emergency or incident to an agency outside of the district's jurisdiction under the terms of the mutual aid agreement, he will be compensated for hours deployed at the rate of reimbursement provided under that mutual aid agreement. And the agreement provides for 4 months severance and benefits for termination without good cause. It is now up to the board to discuss and decide whether to approve this contract. Following public comment, that is.
Board comments?
Do any public?
Well, we'll do board first.
Oh, okay, do the board first. Yes. I've just seen a lot of things, past performance, different things going on down at the fire station. It goes all the way back, not just to Chief Scott, but to previous fire chief. I mean, there's just a lot of things that I feel shouldn't happen to the people of San Miguel as far as the way they're treated and so on. That's pretty much the way I feel. And there should be a lot of things as far as not the past performance, but things that have happened in the past. You know, as far as you know, checking on any violations, so on, tickets, so on, like that. And I do want to request, I want to make the first proposal or motion.
Okay.
We have more comment from this.
Yeah, that's for that. He's waiting for this. We're waiting for you.
I've known Chief Young for almost 8 years now. First time I met him, I walked up to him and we started a conversation about fireworks. I think that's the first conversation I ever had. I've gotten to know him. He is a man of the utmost integrity. He's efficient. He knows his job. And he's well-liked and known in the community. And this contract has already been discussed and agreed upon. And all we're here to do is approve it. And anything that happened in the past, including Sally kicking me in the shins in the 4th grade, he's stayed out there in the past. And let's talk about his job performance, as it has been for a number of years now. So I would like to see this approved, as we have already approved it. And their final approval here tonight. It's a fine man. Thank you, Scott, for all your service.
Hi. So I'd like to go over, we've gone over Chief Young's contract already now, this couple times, and I feel we're going back and forth. We're going back and forth on we agree and then we don't agree. Mr. Young's, this contract, the decision for everything should be based on performance and nothing else. I feel that Mr. Young does a fantastic job. I've known Scott now for 7 years. When I first moved here to San Miguel, guy treated me with nothing but respect. I see how he is with the community. I've seen the things he has done in this community. I've never had an issue with Scott. You know, and my biggest thing is, you know, he makes sure that our town is safe. You know, and I strongly think, and I hope that we can just get this over with and move on. And, you know, we use our time a little more wisely. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any public comment on this item? Anyone? Approach the podium.
It'd be really helpful if you guys wrote your name up there. That would help. Thank you.
Rebecca Jones. I've been working here at the facilities for a couple months now, and I've had several different opportunities to see Fire Chief Young at firsthand, and without him here and knowing the knowledge and everything that he knows top hand, I know a couple this through. And we also had another person that volunteers here, top-notch, firsthand, knew exactly what was going on, took care of him, and he's still here today. I couldn't see anybody else in this position to where he should be today.
Thank you.
Hi, Tricia Butcher, and I live at 33 Livista Way. I don't understand why this is even an issue or on an agenda, and why, given that Scott is continuing to allow to serve this community for 2 decades. He has been and done exemplary service. I don't know if there's been a formal file or complaint, has there been anything said that has, made this an issue of why the contract wouldn't automatically be renewed. Scott is married to this community, has been from day one of him being here. Whether he's working or whether he's not, he is always here for everybody. I have been working with him in regards to media, and he is the first person to volunteer for anything, even when he's not, with the fire department. Everybody here knows and loves and trusts in his ability to save our community if needed, be there in emergencies when needed, medical emergencies. And I just don't know if this is a question, and I think that it needs to be yes all the way around. We need him. He's a very, very important part of our community.
Hi, my name's Linda Galano, and we have known Scott for 20 years. And he is a great human being, outstanding human being. My husband had a really bad incident that needed medical emergency. When we called, immediately Scott was there. And if it wasn't for Scott to be there and the other firefighters, that's it. He has to, I think everything he does is wonderful. He cares for the people. He's there for the people. And like I said, he's like a family member, and we love him dearly. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is David Crabtree. I own several properties in San Miguel and the San Miguel district, but I don't live here myself. But I've known and worked with Scott for probably the last 10 years on different projects. He's always been professional. His mantra, doesn't matter what project I bring in front of him, is the safety of San Miguel. He doesn't cut corners, he doesn't any favorites. He's just always been in the community. And recently we had a fire in Templeton, right across the street from an office that I have there. He was there to help them. It speaks to his character. I can't say anything more than I endorse the man and give him my back anytime I have the opportunity to do so. And I think he does it for everybody in this community.
Thank you.
Hi, good evening. Service district members. My name is Aurora William. I do not live in this community. However, I've had the privilege of working with Chief Scott the last 3 years. I'm a grant writer. And he contacted me, I think, in late 2023 about writing some grants for your community. And we have been awarded over $1 million in grants. $1 million, unfortunately, is sitting in the Congressional Appropriations Committee. It was awarded, but because Congress works the way Congress does, the money has not been re-awarded. It holds the OES money. But Scott works hard for this community. He recognizes that this community falls under the disadvantage for the state of California, and he's working to make sure that the people in this community have the same fire safety as people in Beverly Hills. He works extremely hard to protect the people. He doesn't play favorites. I've watched him at work. I've watched people walk into his office. It was mentioned that the way he treats people who stop by, I've been in that office while I'm writing grants, collaborating with him, and I've seen people stop by, and he treats them with the utmost respect. One of the things that touched me about the way he operates in the community, I do a lot of homeless outreach in Paso Robles, North County, and I've run the homeless warming center for the last 3 years. He contacted us this past year and said, hey, there's a homeless guy out here. Is there anything you guys can do to help? And that homeless guy ended up staying in the warming center. He goes above and beyond for his community. His integrity is based right here. He answers to somebody a lot of us don't answer to. I really encourage you to think about what's best for your community and continue with his contract. I'd like to submit this as just a statement of my belief in him. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm really glad to be here to talk with Scott. Scott, it's a pleasure to me to talk about my friend, contractor, person that invites me to the town of San Miguel all the time. He personally with me, he first met him 20 years ago, and I needed a contractor to redo a kitchen before Thanksgiving, and he did it. He brought great design, great skills, he made budget, and he got it done before Thanksgiving, and my family loves it. He's very personable, but a man of great integrity, and a man who gets the job done right. He's a hard-working guy. You guys are, for this small town, you have a guy that's of great integrity, does great things. He's part of the life of this town. I've been out here many times. I like grapes and people that grow grapes in this town. The spirit you have in this town is partially due to Scott Young. He really supports all the events you have. He's a great supporter of fundraisers around here. The fire department does that. And it's part of the spirit of this town. It's well recognized in the community. I live in Paso Robles, but I'm here quite often. I've been on the barbecue team with these guys at many events. I know them, I respect them. I love them for the fact that 10 years ago, I tried to stop a runaway tractor 3 or 4 miles from here, in a vineyard, we were harvesting at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I ended up underneath that tractor and got drugged through the vineyard. And within 15 minutes, at 3 o'clock in the morning, their rescue team showed up. And within 45 minutes of that call, I was in Twin Cities Hospital getting screwed back together. I didn't know whether I was going to walk after that accident, but because of the spirit of guys like Scott, I love this community. I come by here, I have beer on the street very often. I think this community needs more Scott Youngs. I think his performance as a fire chief, I keep in touch with him. When he goes out of town with the crew to work somewhere else, I know about what they're doing. I think you should be proud of the man you have. I have a letter that I'll leave with you. And if you have any other questions or references you need covered, please call me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take that other. Oh, yeah. And you can sign in sheet and give me another one. Very good.
Are we done? Okay. I'm gonna read my name. So my name is Lori Gardner, and I stand before you not only as a partner to Chief Young, but a proud member of the San Miguel community, a community Chief has faithfully served for almost 2 decades. Chief Young didn't choose this profession for accolades or recognition. He chose it because he genuinely cares. He chose it because when an alarm goes off in the middle of the night, he knows someone needs help, and he always answers that call. But tonight, I'm not here as a spouse, I'm here as a voice of the people of San Miguel. Over the last several weeks, I personally walked our streets, knocked on doors, sat down with neighbors, had lunch with neighbors, business owners and parents, and I heard what the people of San Miguel were saying. I listened, and what I heard over and over and over again was a resounding support for Chief Young. People trust him, they believe in his leadership and his integrity, and most importantly, his unwavering support and commitment to the people of San Miguel. I did not come empty-handed tonight. I came before you with over 250 letters from this community. I could have got more, but I didn't have time. They're not from strangers or paid endorsements, but from people, the very people that you, the CS Board, are tasked to serve. Real voices, real stories, real gratitude, real people. And on a personal level, let me tell you what that commitment looks like. Chief Young has missed birthdays for our kids, our grandkids, our parents, our families. He's had Thanksgiving and Christmas celebrations, pretty much all holidays and anniversaries, and countless once-in-a-lifetime moments. Also, someone else could make it to theirs. That's the kind of sacrifice most people never see. It's the kind of sacrifice that defines a true public servant. The people of San Miguel are saying we want Chief Young as our fire chief, not just because of his title, but because of the man he is. Someone who knows this community and who shows up for them. Not just in emergencies, but at school events, fundraisers, and even barbecues. He doesn't just wear the uniform, he embodies the heart and soul of San Miguel. The decision about his contract is not just a procedural one, it's a reflection of what kind of leadership this board values. Do we reward decades of service, loyalty, and excellence, or do we send a message that none of that matters? Chief Young has shown up for us time and time again, and now it's time for us, you, to show up for him. This should not be a decision made behind closed doors or driven by politics or personal issues. This should be a decision rooted in fairness, transparency, and respect for the community's voice. This board has responsibility not just to manage the district, but to reflect the will and the voice of the people, and I believe the people have spoken. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any additional public comments?
I'm Kathy Schutter, I'm president of the San Miguel Seniors Board. We were starting a meals program here, and our refrigerator went out, and Scott was able to give us a new refrigerator. He's been very helpful and supportive of getting that going for our seniors. And that's just one of the extra things that he's done that I'm aware of.
My name is Frank Alano. I've known Chief Young, or Scott, since 2004. That's when we first bought our house down here in San Miguel. One of the things that I asked was, if I needed help. That was the first time for us moving into a farming community type of thing. And when I asked for help, the first thing I was told was, hey, you got guys just down the street, his name is Scott. Ask him and he'll help you. And over the years, he's had many times. He saved my life at least once. My wife, instead of calling 911, the first thing she did was she called Scott. Because of that, I got taken to the hospital and I was taken care of. There was another time I accidentally rolled my tractor and I almost got under it. I was fine, but the tractor wasn't. Next thing I know is Scott shows up with a bunch of his friends and a bunch of roadster police, and they thing I know, they ride my truck right up again to help. Anyway, bottom line is, I haven't heard anything negative about Scott, and I totally mirror everything that was said about him so far. One of the things that kind of bothers me a little bit is, tonight I heard that even the boards, you have issues among yourselves that, you know, you need to take care of or you disagree with.
Amen.
You know? Scott is one of those guys that is detrimental to this community needs him desperately. You know? So we need to keep him. And I need for you guys all to make sure that he continues to do his job. If he doesn't do his job, you know, I may be the first guys to be with you guys to say, hey, get rid of him. But you know what? I can't see that. He's the type of guy that once he commits, he follows through. There's a lot of hearsay. We can't work on hearsay. We got to work on facts. You know, facts and data. That's the thing. I worked in the industry, the medical industry, for 30 years, and I retired. The only thing that ever had to present was facts and data. No feelings, no nothing. You know, it doesn't matter who said what. It's what did you do? What did he do? And so far, I haven't heard anything that says that he hasn't done his job or cannot do his job. So please, consider your conscience, and please also, in addition, consider what's going on here in the United States. You know, there's so much negativity all over the place. You know, there's one party's against another party, and it's all that, and it causes problems. People are getting killed. You know, this is not the equivalent of it, but it's the same type of thing. I want you to support Scott Young in what he's doing and keep him on the job. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Additional public comment.
My name is Robert Rojas. I reside here in San Diego. I've known Scott for about 5 years now. I think it's pretty obvious, and there's a lot of common sense here, because if you just look out at the crowd, every single one of these people are pretty much here for him. Because this discussion has been brought up too many times, and like I said, it's pretty obvious. He's not here for his own self. He's here for the community. That is his job title. And he has shown up every single time. You've heard the examples. You've heard all the concerns of all the people. It's obvious to keep this contract going. Let's keep this going. He has been building this fire station up